Hey folks, how's it going? I hope you're well and welcome to this video. This week we're looking at 4DBricks and specifically one of their automation kits. This is the starter automation kit for the Lego trains. A few months ago there was a Kickstarter to support a rail yard project as well, which is sort of modular track and modular switches and crossovers and lots of different things like that. So I supported that along with over 100 other people, and that came through as well at the same time. So the modular track and everything, I suppose I paid for it due to the fact that it was supporting a Kickstarter, and then that was the reward for that. And the automation kit was sent through to me so I can review it and show it to you guys and see how it works and everything like that. And I've got to say, I'm blown away by this. It's really, really good. I'm absolutely loving it. I will be ordering more probably over the next few months just to put in the Dunkton layout, which I've rebuilt the track anyway, specifically for this video. 4DBricks also sent through a Monorail Starter set for the automation as well. I will be reviewing that at a later date just because I don't have the monorail infrastructure really to do it justice built at the moment. So I will build something specifically for that. So there's that to look forward to. I know there's lots of monorail fans out there as well. One quick word I need to say is there's a new addition to Dunkton, especially the rail infrastructure. I now have a signal box, which is this signal box here. A few weeks ago I met up with a long-term subscriber, Carriage of No Return, in Edinburgh just for a quick day out and a meet-up. So we met up and he presented me with this signal box, which is awesome. It's a really great little addition. And it comes just at a perfect time because I now have a rail yard that needs to be managed properly, and I actually have some signals. And the signal numbers will be going up over time. So that is perfect. So I've got to say thanks, Carriage of No Return, for that. That was an awesome, awesome gift. And you'll see it in railway videos to come, no doubt. So the 4DBricks train starter set comes with a sensor over here. We've got the signal light here, and I've got the two motors which are running on switch tracks. One is left and one is right. And these all run back via the wires and cables here back to this controller box. This is a starter controller which is capable of running the two switch motors and the lights and the sensor. They also do controllers which are capable of running 4 switch motors or 4 lights or 4 sensors. I've also added the monorail controller just so I can have an extra light there, just because I've got it and it makes sense. I've got 2 tracks, therefore 2 signals. So let's have a look at the software and how it works and how we control it all. So here we have the signals and everything like that, and we've got the software up as well. So first of all I need to connect to the controller, so that's just done here, or the controllers in this case. So I've got the train starter one and the monorail one. I've just named them so I know which one's which. Just going to connect to these. That turns green. And close this, and from there, so you can see on the software here we've got the 2 switch motors, we've got the 2 signals, and we have a sensor here. Okay, so to control things in the on the actual railway itself, all I have to do is go into operational mode here. I can switch the signal light over with the click, and I can also change the switch tracks. But what we want to do is well, there's slightly more clever stuff you can do instead of just relying on the click of your finger, and we can do a little bit of scripting. So prepared some scripts earlier, and if we use a custom action, you can see code. I've put code in here. So this code here just tells it when the switch is flipped to go across to the other track, then the light will turn red, and then when it flips back it will turn green again. And I've also done it on this one as well, which will do in the opposite direction. So I've got the code in there, so I'll turn it to operational mode again, and then I'll just switch this far, switch over here, and this light will turn red, and there you go, it turns red and then it turns green afterwards. Now I've also got the sensor here, so if the sensor's triggered, then the light will also turn red as well. So do the sensor there, and it turns red, and then it waits 5 seconds and then it will turn green again. So basically if a train's going past here, the light will go red, and then 5 seconds later it will go green. So there you go, some clever things there. This is also scripted as well, so you can see the code. So it just waits, and there's a threshold for the distance of how far away something is before it gets triggered. So before we go any further, let's try it with a train and we'll see the outcome as well. So first of all, I'm going to run the sapphire night or the blue emerald night through the sensor, and we'll see if the signal changes colour. So here we go. There you go, signal's just turned red, and now it's turned green again just as it's passed. Okay, next up I'm just going to change the switch track for the other track, and we should see the signal turn red there, which is good, and then we can bring the other train onto this line. There we go. Now there's obviously a slight override in my code, so it's gone through the sensor which has decided to tell this to turn green, but there's probably some sort of code that I need to do in order to tell it that when this is still flipped that it still needs to stay red. But yeah, I'm not sure how I do that, but that's the joy of coding, isn't it? Right, and now the other one's through, so I'm going to change the switch track and just move the sapphire night onto the other track. Here we go. Now I'll set the switch back again so that light turns green again. So that's a look at the 4DBricks automation train starter kit. I've been running the software on my Windows laptop. It's also available on Mac OS if you have a MacBook. The scripting language is Python. I haven't scripted for a long time or coded for a long time, but I certainly found this very fun. If you're learning programming and coding, then this is definitely a fun way to learn how it works and get you thinking on different problems and logic and what goes where and how you're gonna get something to do something when something else is doing something else. And yeah, it's a really good fun way of figuring that stuff out and learning that for sure. The track I've been using in this case is the 4DBricks modular rail yard system that they've been developing, that was in a Kickstarter which I supported. I was really happy to get this track, especially since it's got the switch track crossovers, because I don't have the genuine Lego ones, and these ones are a bit more functional than the actual original Lego versions anyway. And the rail yard system just means it's a lot easier to put a rail yard in and get it all to fit in a smaller space. All of the 4DBricks parts are Lego compatible, so the motors fit on the genuine Lego switch track. Overall, I absolutely love this product, I've got to say. The automation of switch tracks and signals and everything like that. Once I manage to get my hands on some more controllers, then I'm looking forward to setting up some more signals and some more motors. It's going to be extremely useful. Links to the 4DBricks YouTube channel and website are down below in the description box, so you'll be able to find them easily enough. They've got a really good store. They have both stores in US and in Europe now, so shipping and customs and everything like that shouldn't be an issue. The monorail video, I will do a review on the monorail stuff. I'll set it up in Dunkton and make sure it's running in a sort of a decent circuit and everything, and make sure I've coded it enough so it makes it entertaining as well. I'm looking forward to getting that running. There will be a video coming up soon with trains running around this track, around Dunkton. I will do a little bit of work on the city. I've tidied everything up and sorted everything out just for this video, so it's a lot tidier and a lot more organised, so I can get to work on the town and the elevated town that I've been building. So there's that to look forward to. If you've enjoyed this video and found it useful, then give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, then click subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.